Hello, this is a Platinum 1 Ramatra and Reinhardt review, and the post on this one said they won a lot of games and then I guess they got some harder opponents, and it said they might have gotten their own head, which you can definitely lose your confidence when everyone starts playing better. I think Blizzard uses internal matchmaking too, so if you won 5 in a row, it'll almost try and make you lose by matching you up against higher MMR people, even if they're in the same rank. So hopefully we can go over how to make decisions faster, or what to do. And right away, this map has a lot of high grounds, so a lot of times defenses like this could work. Like, let's say all your supports are over here, and you're on the corner, you just hold here. But the setup itself is harder because it's kind of like, what if they do something very common and go here? Then you can't even help. So it's better to really be here. And if they all go main for some reason, then you drop down on them. But it's just, you might get unlucky and they might go coast and in the stairway and you just can't even help. So that's just like a macro thing.
Hold fast! Do not let them through!
And Winston can just jump over your head, so your team might just die around you, but like, at least throw some Fire Strike, get some ult charges. You're probably just seeing where your team is. Okay, they're here, so they can support you while you're here. Obviously, this Winston should just avoid you and go to one of the side high grounds, but you can at least try and hold off the other guys on their team, so. Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. Like, they're not gonna give you a fight on the point, like maybe people in lower Plat would, so. Might as well just get out, that's 2. Yeah, and the thing is, you might have gotten a retake if you just stood here, and maybe on the 3rd tick you go in with your respawning teammates, but you're basically just feeding them ult charge. There was no way you were gonna live that. And now you're definitely not going to get a second chance. So there's just been macro mistakes so far, but the map will get a little better for Rein here, though. And that's just, yeah, Winston doing Winston things. There's honestly not a lot you can do, except for, had you lived, you could have held this corner and at least stopped his follow-up. Because this is better, like, they have to come through here, right? So you're just holding this corner, swinging on them, and your healers can see you, and your bashing can help you. So the only thing might be to get a more aggressive setup. Like, obviously don't feed, don't cross, but just hold the corner. Because they're just doing what they want right now, and you can't stop them. Jumping swings, oh, that's kind of funny. Maybe someone will run into your hammer. But yeah, that's why I was saying, like, focus on Soldier, Kiriko, and if you could have caught the Genji in the choke, then he wouldn't have gotten to all this high ground, right? So that's why I was saying stay alive. Now it's just awkward. Okay, now we're doing it. We can do some swings and just hold our barrier up now. Yeah, you just took a lot of poke from being there, so honestly, your supports probably should have had you because you were still in a decent spot, but maybe just...
We will have peace at any cost.
Okay, now we're Ram. He gets a little more reach in at least that vortex, but I still think you're gonna have the same problem. Usually I'll play Diva, Hazard, Winston on this map, and those are all good picks, but and if you're gonna play a tank that has almost like no vertical mobility, think about going here. It's the same thing as first point. Hey, I can hold up here, clear this area, kill some people. If they all happen to just be main, then I'll drop, but going main and having everyone crossfire you as you try and retake from here and from here is going to be a nightmare, and you're just going to have to panic block, really, and hope your DPS do something. If they play, like, they're playing this, like, higher people, so you said Plat 1, this might be, like, mid-diamond. The way, like, the Soldier goes up, the Winston sets up above you, it's definitely probably doesn't happen. And you just have to know that this stuff's gonna start happening, so you just start by clearing off this high ground. Take this way up, and then drop down. But I like you going for cart, like at least you're making a decision. You're not sitting there like trying to shoot up at Genji or punch Genji. You're just making the decision you can and going for Kiri. But so you're at least doing something here, force the cooldown, then go back. But this is better than standing and doing nothing. So, oh, she teleported to a bad spot. Okay, see, so we at least got we at least made a decision there and made the most of it. So.
The flames of liberation rise.
Moira by your side.
Okay, and yeah, it's fine. This is a common spot to hold because you're in range of this corner if you want to drop, and you're also controlling the high ground. So you're basically, as Rein or Ram, you want to sit in basically if there's a connector part of the map, any place that sort of connects multiple paths and it's a choke point, then that's a good place to hold. That way you can stop Soldier and Genji. And if Juno might want to fly up here too, like you're stopping all that from happening by standing here. So good job. And they're low ground, so it's fine like to be low ground now because they're mostly low ground. So dropping's not terrible. There's some punches. If they're in Kitsune and you were getting shot by two people, you can block also. Just keep your HP. It's really hard to kill a Ram that knows to block above half HP if they're getting shot by multiple people. And they're in a Kitsune too, so block. But and this is good. It's your choice if you want to play here or your team's not, your Bastion's back there, so I wouldn't recommend here, but just set up in a good spot. And just poke them out, and then when they get close, you go Nemesis. And you kind of, I guess what the phrase would be like, you really reach for that. Their Ram was full health, so you swinging corner and getting shot by all these people is what caused the problem. Because I think the other thing in the post was that it felt like their Ram was bullying you. And their Ram didn't bully you, their team bullied you. I doubt he's that much better at landing giant punches. It was just the fact that you went early, you went first without having a reason why, like no one was killable. So you pop yours, take a bunch of damage, then he pops his, and there's this window where you have the better resource trade and he can press you. So that was just your macro choice that got you bullied. It wasn't really their Ram doing anything good. So that's why I was saying like hold a connector spot. Like if they try and come up here or if they try and cross the street, that's when you pounce. Be a little more patient. Your supports were healing you as best they could, but yeah, you just got to go back into block. You were 300 HP before that fight even started. Hold that block button. Alright, we're back. Team clutched it.
Yes.
And now let's see if you play this one any different or if it's the same thing. And if you're going to do this, check back to your team. Bastion's rotating up, so if Bastion comes here and your supports are here, then this is a good hold spot. So take a look back, just make sure your team's with you. Put up the barrier. Yep, hold corner. Your brig can see you, so this should be fine, and you've got ult. Ooh, and go in. If you're taking damage, go in. Don't back up. Because any higher ranked players, I guess they smell blood. if you turn your back on them or you back up, then they're sensing like you're taking all this damage because everyone can see you. They're like, oh, their tank's gone. We can all swing now. We can all W. You're as opposed to you just standing here, letting your brig keep packing you, your Moira keep healing you, and you holding this corner. So it's just macro mistakes everywhere. It's not good to just back straight up through the street and let them all swing and shoot you. So this isn't the Ram again. This is the Soldier and the Genji and the Juno that are bullying you. And we're gonna ult our way out of the mistake, but we might not have even needed ult if we just tucked in when we started taking damage. Oh, we fed. Well, it happens. Ult doesn't make you invincible, but you'll learn not to do that. So that's not as big a deal as the positioning mistakes, but this is good. You can just take this corner. That way you take some pressure off your teammates in main, throw a barrier up. Maybe you can get to here. Like I probably would have barriered and got to here just so I could contest, or you can go here and your supports can see you, but you're just trying to get out of this and oh, wrong Ram. Get out the choke point, yep. And that's just 2 strong ults from them, but you didn't really force them out last fight because you fed. So that's another macro mistake is, I guess, going too deep with that ult. So they just had ult saved because of that earlier mistake. Yeah, and there's not a lot of health discipline at all, like the way you just sort of peek the corner just to get a random vortex. Like, here's the next defensive corner, play it. Punch them when they get to here. Like, we just need to get into and obviously go aggressive if you see a reason to go aggressive, but you keep losing all your HP while their team's 20 meters away is the problem. So you never get a chance to actually make a play. You're just getting all your health taken away. So try not to take so much chip damage. Let's just go back and see what you do. Okay, Nemesis to get out of spawn, that's not horrible. When you go here and like look at the Ram, you're turning your back to 2 people. And their Ram's full HP, so their Kiri can actually do damage instead of heal botting. But I mean, there's 2 people shooting you in the back. So that's just, and your block doesn't work if they're behind you, obviously, too. So it's just, like, keep them in front of you. You didn't have to, like, run here and then turn around, and it's just a bunch of... Because you can throw punches from here, or just, and once you see everyone's focusing you, then you hold block and wait for an opening later. But this is just you losing all your HP again. Yeah, and again, it's not really the Ram bullying you, although he did do a good play by trying to like get to your side and make you choose, but you still could have just backed up a few steps and blocked while 3 people are shooting you. And like then weaved in a punch or 2, like punch block is a good thing. If you're taking a lot of pressure, that's a good like halfway measure, like switch between punch and block. But that's just their whole team bullying you and you losing your HP again. But that's probably it. Good poke damage, getting your ult, so this is all fine. We held the corner better that time. So like we're come up here, and then when the Soldier and Juno get here, then we punch them. So you were doing better there, not taking a bunch of chip damage. And now you've got full health, so honestly, if Juno used Glide or something, you can even go in like a second if they come up anymore. Okay, you nemesis and then you backed up. So what's that gonna do? Well, your soldier's seeing ghosts, but you're basically giving them this swing for free again. So you kept your health better that time. You had the health. You can go nemesis and punch, or nemesis and like tuck in and block if you just want to hold your HP, but I don't. We're just backing up again. Yeah, and that's a decent vortex, but I mean, you gave them this rotation for free, so that's sort of where the issue is. Yeah, and that was just trying to do too much. Like they weren't in yet, and they took control. Like you gave up control of the map, so they were all here shooting you from 20 meters away, and then you tried to take it back with your ult. But I mean, if you were just tucked in here and their ram goes, then boom, they're here and you're 10 meters away instead of 20, and that makes all the difference on being able to just jump on them. So you got to cut out this whole back up through the street play. We got to just take that out of your game. Two people shooting at you, you can block if you want, but good job getting that elim. You got the elim, they reacted, now block, so. Oh, you're just tossing that HP away again. And even here, like, you can just, like, block, and it's 180 degrees, so if you block and, like, look here, you'll block soldier and ram, and that would at least buy you time. So yeah, it's basically been macro positioning and you not guarding your HP very well, so. But now we're on offense, so let's see how that goes, if you're still gonna go Ram or Rein. Okay, we're back on Rein.
We should begin.
Which I have less practice on, but
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
and that's fine. You pushed them out. You pushed them out. Now they're here and here. What are you gonna do? And the answer is, unless you have something like a Life Weaver, which you don't, you basically just have to go this way. Unless you're gonna trust your whole team to maybe come here and you charge in and block on point, which is sometimes if it's overtime rounds. I've seen it done where like Rein just goes straight to point and blocks, and everyone kind of has to drop down to contest him, but that's such a risky play. I would rather you just clear one side and make them all back up, and then your team has some space and you're not getting crossfired. Because it's like, you give this to a Grandmaster and tell them to just run up middle. I don't even know. Like, they can't even do anything. It's just the way you're playing. Good pick by your Genji. Their Moira is just dumb, but I guess if it works, it works. That pick by your Genji was just huge. The way he got a pick and made people drop. So that was kind of handed to you, but
Yes.
Objective A.
and same thing, if you want something to do, I would probably just take the staircase and clear these guys. Like clear the Sojourn, clear the Juno, and then again, if it's time to drop or they're on low ground or the payload's about to go in, then you drop. But you're just trying to clear these annoying angles away, and you've got to do it quickly as Rein, because it takes you a while to do it. You can't just hazard leap up here. You've got to do a rotation, so that's why you got to do it early. Well, if everyone just wants to get charged, you'll win the game by charging them. And that was fine how you retreated to the corner because multiple people were shooting you. Ram is just a tough matchup because he can go through your shields, so you kind of willingly went into a matchup that's not great, but the positioning was better even though Ram punched through your shield, so. Well, just take 2 seconds to get healed. Like, okay, that's Ram's Nemesis form. He doesn't have it anymore, which is an opening, because he's more cooldown based, right? So you stand here, you get healed, Ram's Nemesis form is out, and once you're full HP, now you have the advantage, because your hammer works all the time, and your HP's high all the time, or your max HP. So that's sort of, you play around his Nemesis, and then you go in, is sort of how you do it on the cooldown cycle, and that's how you can sort of play around Ram. Let's see how you shatter. And you can walk through this and shatter if you think you've got a shot, because he barriered early, so that is a good sign. You can walk through this and shatter if you see a chance. And I think that was as good a chance as any, like that's a 3-man. And even if you don't get a kill, that was a great opening for your team. Forced a bunch of cooldowns. Good charge, Ram, no Nemesis, so good that was the right time to go in. You forced an ult, so even if you lose, you forced that ult by going in when he didn't have Nemesis, so he needed to do that. Good fire strikes. And you can choose if you wanna like rush at these guys, just so clear the crossfire. So push them all back this way. You can ignore the Ram if you want, like just charge these guys, push them back. Or you can do what I said, where you just swing the hammer at Ram until he Nemesis, then you back up and wait it out, then you go in. So those are the 2 ways to play versus this Ram you said was giving you problems. Yeah, and you didn't land the charge, but good barrier because multiple people were shooting you. Pray your supports heal you, and then you'll get an opening. So you can also charge this guy. Send a charge, like if he can't punch you if he's charged, and there's a wall 5 feet behind him, so if you miss, it's honestly not the, or if you hit him, you're not gonna go someplace dangerous, so use the charge. There it is. Oh, we canceled it. But that was much better. If you look at that versus some other things, you caused some disruption on their team, you baited Ram onto you, you lived, you got healed, and then you killed him. So that was actually you doing stuff there. Yeah, and if they were on any other tank, I would like that play, because you guys were up people for a few seconds there. The only problem is you're playing versus Ram, so if the play goes south and you shield, that actually doesn't save you, so that's just careful on where you charge, because they're playing Ram, but...
I'm not through just
Can't handle the heat. Stay out of my way.
Might be some angry typing by your team, but...
Can't stop here. There's glory on the line. I will keep you safe.
Good job going to clear that Sojourn out. Now they're backing up, and see if they run away slow enough, you can catch them with Shatter. Okay, now they backed up pretty far, so you might just have to play this corner for a bit. That's Nemesis, and the backup through the street thing again, and this time you have a Rein shield, so at least these guys can't actually damage you too, but that was the backup straight through the street play, and I think you caught yourself. You caught yourself doing it that time. Okay, and yeah, you tucked yourself into the corner, so that's good at least, but... And if you see everyone on high ground like this, don't be afraid to take the rotation. Your team is probably not going to get picked in 5 seconds. It takes to charge and run up here and then help your soldier, just because you're not going to be able to do anything versus this setup. That's why I was surprised first point went so well, because they were doing this, but then your Genji basically clutched. But if they're doing this, you need to just take the long rotation and go up here. It's worth it, because there's no way to win this besides them making a mistake. And that Ram might have made a mistake, so there we go, but... Yeah, we might have, their Mercy just got the stupid res off, so honestly I wasn't thinking about that, but... A Shatter might have bailed you out of that one, because as soon as you saw the Ram was revived, now it's a pretty even fight.
Many thanks.
Oh no. Well, I like the effort, but...
Thank you, my friend.
Yes.
Hello.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
And stuff like this is fine. You can just making sure they don't get this spot, because it would be annoying to have to cross this corner and see like a Sojourn here or something. So good job.
I shield you, Midgardens.
And Ram's in now, so if you want to send a charge on this guy, you can, because he's kind of overextended. So I'd recommend, this is where you did your job. You did your job, they can't take high ground, now you see a chance to drop, do it. Oh, there we go, well, good try. Nice fire strike too. There we go. So you chose your time well that time. You held in the good spot until you saw an opening, and then you went in and you get all these kills. So that's much better timing than before, where you were just taking all this chip damage and trying to go too soon and all that. So
I've got you in my sights.
Thanks.
and they're just spacing well against you. That's kind of rough. It's all you can really do is block, but I might have, just because you're positioning sometimes, I might have just stayed here, even though you missed the charge. This might be your only chance, is to just not stand in the middle of multiple people. At least you can contest that one person here and hold it, and maybe something opens up if you hold this corner, but...
My ultimate is ready to be on.
Get some fire strikes, because we're close to ult, so it's really important to land these. You can wait out this Nemesis and then, or just shatter these guys now, yeah. I think you left it on the table. This is last fight. If you see a chance to shatter two people, man. Like, it's just take a good enough ult. The first team to use an ult that's good enough will probably win. Oh, we can't die with ult. We can't die with ult. No! Okay, well, that's another macro mistake. Going back to macro mistakes, is you just needed to use that ult. It's last fight. That probably feels terrible. And your team probably said something like, waiting for Overwatch 3 to use that ult, or some shit that they usually say, but it's true. So they're positioning mistakes. Sometimes you had a good ult, Because there was this fight here where you also did an ult when their Ram got revived, so be more proactive with the ult, the positioning, holding corners tighter, not backing up through the street, conserving your HP, all those changes, and I think that'll help you on Rein and Ram. And the rotations. If they're all high ground, just make the rotation up. Don't try and brute force your way through main and hope Genji carries you. So all those tips should help you stay in these low diamond lobbies, so good luck.